Texas voters elected a new governor and lieutenant governor. At the local level, we will have to wait to see who is going to be leading the city of Austin, and that is because there were a couple of runoffs. And joining us this morning with some perspective on the results is my Kanin, publisher of the Austin Monitor. All right, thanks for joining us this morning. I know you've had a late night. First, let's talk about urban rail because it failed by an overwhelming majority.
I think overwhelming is a good way to put it. Final numbers were well into the 50s, well into the high 50s for the anti-vote. One of the things that we noticed last night is that about 14,000 more people came out to vote just in the urban rail election, you know, when you compare the numbers to the mayoral election. So 14,000 people just came out to say yes or no to rail.
Passionate about that because it was going to raise taxes by quite a bit, and now they're looking at plan B of what they're going to do next. And
what they do next, that's a big wide open question. In some ways it's been a big wide open question since the failure of the first one in 2000. You know, 2004 was we got something with the red line, but it wasn't quite, I think, what transportation planners had in mind, and we're still sort of hanging on here.
All right, and when it comes to mayors, it got down to two candidates, so now it's Steve Adler, Mike Martinez, and that's going to be headed off into a runoff election December 16th.
December 16th, I think. What is that? 9 days before Christmas. That's it's a much smaller electorate. One of the intent I think of the Austinites for boy, I'm going to lose the acronym. The AGR folks, the folks who got the original 10-1 charter amendment passed, was to get more voters to the polls, but also get candidates in front of more voters, get more people involved in the process. One thing that's going to happen on December 16th, I think almost certainly, is that fewer people will be involved in the process.
Right, because if urban rail was their driving force to get them out to the polls, maybe they won't necessarily come back. But there are some district council seats. There are only 2 out of the 10 were decided, so there is still a lot up for grabs there as well.
A lot up for grabs. I mean, 8 of 10 council seats. You know, when we do our handicapping, when we do our punditry, even when we're just talking around the office about, you know, what the next council is going to look like, it could be a number of scenarios could play out over the next few weeks. There's some stark choices, I think, in District 6, 8, and 10, just in terms of politics and what those folks look like. Of course, a very exciting race in District 4, where a number of issues over the last week and a half or so really come to the surface. You're going to see Greg Casar and Laura Presley head to a runoff. I think we'll probably see a lot more of the same over the next, I guess, 6 weeks here.
Well, and quickly, what do you think we are going to be seeing over the next few weeks from these candidates as they're trying to get the vote?
We'll see. I mean, I imagine some more spending, some more fundraising, some more. I think I got an email from Councilmember Martinez maybe as early as 12:01 this morning.
Oh, how about that?
I don't know the exact time. I shouldn't say an exact time, but he was you know, he's asking for cash. I imagine that Steve Adler will be looking for cash. I imagine all the candidates in the runoffs are looking for cash to support what could be what will be a mad dash toward December 16th.
No doubt, and this is going to be a big topic this morning because the election results will be the focus of a special panel discussion put on by our partners at Leadership Austin, and Mike is going to be there, as well as our Robert Hadlock will be moderating a discussion about the outcomes of city, county, and state elections. It gets underway at 7:30 this morning at the Long Center. For more information, just log into our website, kxan.com. Should be pretty heated discussion, you think, this morning?
I think it'll be interesting.
I'm sure it will. All right, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We certainly appreciate it.
Thanks so much for having me.